Welcome back to the Broke Diasporian. It's another beautiful day here in Ghana. This is Project Denchira. If you're new to this channel, thank you so much for clicking on the video. But please remember to subscribe so you can get notified on my next videos and be part of this wonderful and fast growing community. So it is episode 25 of Project Denchira, and we are on day 2 of concrete pouring. It is a very, very beautiful morning. You can hear the birds just singing, heading to their daily activities. And it is a cloudy morning, just the perfect morning to just be sipping on some coffee and supervising on projects, right? So thanks for joining me. Grab your coffee and join me on day 2 of concrete pouring. So my guys have arrived on the site, just getting preparations ready for concrete pouring again. If you've watched day 1 of our concrete pouring, then I have a quick quiz for you. Where are we doing the concrete mixing? All right, 5 seconds. So we're doing the concrete mixing on the right side, right? The first room on the right side structure that you can see on the right side there. And the reason behind that is we needed a flat surface to make the concrete mixing easier. So thank you for participating in my quiz here. That means you are watching all my videos here at the Broke Diasporian. So thank you to all my new subscribers. It's amazing to see how fast we are growing, right? So I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. So share my videos, ask other people to join. If you find them valuable, you do have a friend, brother, sister that is also looking into building something small in Ghana, whether they're in Ghana or outside of Ghana, these can be videos that are inspiring them. So thank you to every one of you guys again. But we're back here and just getting ready. So you guys saw the preparation is getting all the sand and the stones in that room. Water, cement is already ready to start the concrete mixing, right? And this guy is just making the way or the place ready to be able to access it with a wheelbarrow, right? This time around, it's going to be easier to use wheelbarrow than trying to carry it with headpans, right? So I keep getting questions from some of you guys. Why are we not using machines, right? Why are we making it more manual? Why are we not using concrete mixers? And I appreciate all of that engagement on all of those questions, right? And this is the reasons I make these videos, is to show to people, or is to show to Ghana that there are different ways that you can still get something achieved, that you can get your construction done. There are the people that have all the funds and all the capital available, and every quote that they receive, they're able to just pay for it, get it done faster, use machineries, and that's it, and then done, right? And there are some of us who still want to get something small done, but cannot also just wait to try to get all the big capital to get it done, right? And some of us can take these small steps and this more manual way to get our dreams still achieved, right? And it doesn't mean that we are exploiting people because it's manual, right? Everything comes at a price, right? These are adult workers that they know what you talk to them about the work, and they know the manpower that is involved, and they give you a quote or they charge you for that service, right? And a lot of the times as well, even when we have a task that I can afford to use a machine to get it done, I actually allow them to the option to choose, right? That because it means if we hire or take a machine, the goal is to get it done faster. That means less days for them or even less hands needed because the machine is replacing all of that. So when you actually give them the choice to choose, and if it happens to not be a major construction or a major plan that you have going on, most of the time they would actually allow or want you to go the manual way so they can have more days. That means more money to feed themselves and their family, right? So then there's going to be those stages where it actually makes sense for us to take a machine, right? Especially when we're doing flowing that is on a second level, right? To try to carry that's hard, especially even if you don't have the staircases yet, right? So this is the reasons why sometimes we are going manual, but I do appreciate all of your questions. So you guys have seen the preparation, that he's just been doing, right? Getting the blockages to be able to do the concrete flow in stages, and also you guys have seen the plastic that he has been laying on the floor, right? This is the DPM, right? The DPM is where you lay that plastic to be able to do concrete casting or concrete pouring. And then the DPC is for the what is it called? What you put to be able to do the block laying. Like I mentioned to you guys, I always, I do not joke with my dump proof product, right? It is a very cheap expense at this stage than the problem than trying to fix dump issues in the future, where sometimes you have to cut your wall. So if you are scared of the expense that you have to make on DPC DPM right now, then I only have one recommendation for you. Just go on YouTube and look for water dump issues, or what is it called, rising water issues on buildings in Ghana, and you're going to see some videos about fixing it. And if you see the cost involved in trying to fix some of these issues, I guarantee you're going to see that this spending this money at this stage is a cheaper option for you. So, all right, back to it. And I mean, these are products that are ranging from 350 to maybe 500 or something, right? But depending on how many do you need, right? Depending on how big is your project. But I guarantee you, please put it in your budget and make it happen. And when I'm doing mine, it seems that I'm doing it maybe excessively, right? That's how some of my workers are seeing it. But I'm going to be happy in the future. I hope so. And maybe you can never prevent it completely, but maybe this is just extending it for much longer. And I'm okay with that, right? Rather than, I see some buildings that are just less than 5 years. And some actually, you will see some buildings before they're done being built. You can already see some dump issues. Guarantee you, I don't want to be in that situation, right? So back at it. This is very it's kind of dangerous, right? But if we're at a level where you just have machines, it comes with the ease of it and stuff like that, right? But making it manual, this is it as well, that they understand, like, hey, not only does it go slow, but you got to be careful, don't fall. It's okay for let the concrete spill and let the whole wheelbarrow go, but your safety first. So day 2, we have a lot of concrete pouring to do, right? You guys saw what we've only been able to accomplish in day 1, right? So if we assume the same thing for day 2, then Yeah, we might need one more day, or a couple more days for the concrete pouring. But very exciting stage, because after that, what comes next? Right, we let it dry and we can proceed with block laying. The blocks are already on site as well, so it's just a matter of taking our time and getting this done. Right. So no timetable on this. So no timetable. I'm gonna finish this project when I can finish it. When I can afford it. I'll tell people, it's like, yeah, obviously the dream would have been that if I can complete this in a couple months, when I started it, that would have been great. A few months from starting, you finish your project, great. But hey, I'm gonna go slow and step by step, right? Stages. And when you guys see the finished product, I think you're gonna be very proud, and you're gonna feel that you have been part of this project, right? And we can all be happy together. You guys can all come and rant and all come be part of the experience, whatever it ends up being, right? So, but it's this project, even at foundation levels, the business plans that are already being drafted on this, right? It's insane. Testing every idea, because you don't finish the whole thing before just now thinking like, okay, well, what do I do with it, right? So even at foundation level, you're already testing the ideas, like, okay, what is it gonna be? And I'm trying to do something different first with it. I'm not trying to just go the normal way. So we'll see what I come up with. I do love boring businesses, right? If you're on my channel, you can see how I'm making, my daily 1 CDs in some of my other boring businesses. But I want to change, I want to show some exciting businesses too, right? That some businesses that we tend to make boring, that sometimes you can just tweak it a little bit to make it exciting. So, not to give away, free business plans yet, right? But once it's done, you can all copy, right? I truly believe in that. If you see a good idea and you can copy it, why not? If it's not, it's not intellectual property. Don't steal someone's patent or something that they have a patent on or anything like that, right? But good ideas can be mimicked or tweaked a little bit. So progress so far for the day. Wow. Okay. So now I think we have 2 rows, right? The row that he's preparing to start pouring, and also the row on the left side, on the bottom image, or the bottom CCTV image, right? So big progress there, but I think we might still need definitely one more day. Testing his balance there. Okay, are you sure you're not gonna add one more? That's kind of shaking a little bit, but you guys see, before putting the wood, he puts some iron bars, right, to support it. You're gonna need more iron bars, or at least one more wood there. So he's like, you know what? Let's just trust. Let's trust the Lord with it. Yes. So, man, there's these guys, like, you see when you're watching the videos, it's like it's going slow and it's like they're taking the time. There's no rush to it, but the progress is just following, it's coming. This is what happens, like, when you give people the freedom to enjoy working, right? Because to them, it's not about like, also they're not trying to extend the days, because I'm not paying per day, like we have agreement on like stages, right? So it makes it easier, especially when I don't have a rush, like I don't have to finish this by specific time, right? I don't rush because I also know I don't have all the money right now, right? So If it's taking some time, it just gives me more time to save. But wait a minute, you guys see, the value of watching these guys work, right? CCTV. I'm just seeing him pour concrete directly without the DPC. So yeah, and immediately on the camera, I have to stop that work. I do not lay a block nor pour concrete on a surface without the DPC DPM. No. Especially when I buy it for you guys, why would we not use it? So, if you cannot be there, you can watch these things, right? You can have someone else watch if you cannot, if you're working or you cannot be there, right? People, you can monitor these things. So that's why I say this is very valuable, even if you are a contractor or you a builder. So immediately I make that call. I'm like, hey, that is not acceptable. And guess what happens? Correction right away. And you would have never known, right? So also having the CCTV doesn't mean that you just record without like monitoring right now. If no one is watching, maybe later in the future you just are rewatching your videos and then you see the mistakes, but it may be too late. So reach out for my CCTV. You guys see this? What else? Like what else is a better advertisement than showing you guys a mistake right there, right where I'm watching, like at the second it's happening, and make that call. Like actually talk to them through the camera, right? Talk to them through the camera to stop it, and make a call to the foreman, right? To immediately make the necessary corrections. So we're here for installations. We're here for selling the cameras as well. This is just, exciting, but I'm glad I caught it, right? This is to show you the value or how technology allows us to not be there for everything, the fear of, like, hey, I have to be there, have to be there. I always make my point to be there when I can, but I'm not always going to be there. And this cannot always be my only thing that I have going on, right? So if I could multiply myself, that would have been great. But until that's possible, if technology and trusting some people can help you get there, why not? All right. Now we can proceed to pouring, right? Like we've purchased all of this and we cannot just, I think it's just, sometimes like workers are not used to it. So they would forget. So supervision, and monitoring is important, right? And by always trying to monitor or make sure others are monitoring others, right? People think it's too controlling or it's just too much, or sometimes, I think when sometimes you're on the CCTVs and if you do turn it a little bit and the workers do see it, they may think that this is an employer that is just excessively checking for them, right? But it's not. I don't care about what you guys are saying, right? Well, even if you guys are talking about me, it's truly just for monitoring the quality of my job, my work, right? And also secondarily, I need these images to be able to show my family, and I mean you guys. You guys are my family now. I need these videos to be able to use as educational videos and to be able to show you guys one day that that I didn't inherit $10 million, right? That's a joke, but I think when I started posting these videos, the goal was either people find it useful because they see mistakes that I'm making or they see advice that I'm sharing, or it just ends up being just a place that I dump a bunch of videos to show progress. So yeah, just for my future self, to show the progress that I've made, right? So, and it's great to see that a lot of you are going with the number one. You do find it like value, or you do see value in these videos, and so far I'm very grateful, and I'm very excited to keep showing you guys. And I'm so behind on these videos for you guys. I do apologize. I know you guys miss me so much, but life does get busy with other stuff as well. But I promise you guys, I'm back, and I'll try to do more videos to update you guys, to give you more updated status where we're at, right? Because there's much more progress that we have made. But this is exciting. We're still at the foundation level, and it's both exciting and not heartbreaking. But you guys know, like I always say, foundation level is the place that you spend so much money on that in the end you finish up just burying it, right? I always ask myself, where did all that money go, right? After you do your casting, and you remember how many bags of cement, trips of sand, stones that it took, right? And there is still nothing standing, right? I've always had an issue with that when I first started, right? But it's always like the bamboo theory, right? You guys know how the bamboo takes, don't quote me, but is it 5 years to just like where there is not much growth, and then after that it's where it flourishes, right? The foundation level, like after you spend so much money on the foundation level to get it strong, then after that the block laying just goes so fast, right? The block laying just goes so fast, and you have your structure, right? Not only does it go fast, but it's also cheaper when it's just the block laying. So yeah, I think today was a great day for me to give you guys a little bit. What was it? Some quotations, or I'm in that mood, right? So, but guys, I'm just excited. I'm excited. I see a lot of money that's being poured. The concrete, that's a lot, but I have the vision, or I see the vision. I just have to go back to the 3D images. So you guys can go back to the beginning of the video as well. Go back to the 3D image, and I can just imagine a vision or picture the end product, right? So that's what keeps me going. And also, I know to make that happen, I have to work to do so many other things to make money to be able to keep funding this, right? To keep funding this. So I think we all are in our own situations in life, whether it's your job, your businesses, finding different ways to find different revenues to be able to just get a roof over our head, or set up a small business that can give us that freedom, not only to us, but be able to give freedom also to our parents and people closer to us. So I understand the hustle or the struggle, and I'm part of it. And this is why I show mine, just to show that it's possible. Small, kakra, kakra. Kakra, 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 like we'll say it in Ghana, right? So thanks for sticking around all the way through this video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, doesn't cost you anything to do so. Be part of this wonderful family. Let's push it. Let's go all the way, right? Let's share this page, and let's keep growing, and let's connect, reach out. And when this place is actually done, that's where the building the community is going to start. I'm going to try to bring us together. If you're around Kaswa, I'm going to bring us together. So thanks for being part, and see you in my next video.